Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you like more cartoon news and shenanigans, I'd ask you to please subscribe to my channel. In fact, do it right now so you don't forget about it later. And I thank you very much for that, guys. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. Every sub counts. Thank you very much if you just subbed. Anyways, what are we talking about today? We're talking about Cleveland Brown on Family Guy. That's right, folks. We're talking about Cleveland Brown. Why are we talking about Cleveland Brown all of a sudden for no reason? Well, last Sunday, so on the 26th, when this article was written here on Bleeding Cool, for the first time, Arif Zahir has taken over for Mike Henry. I like how they bolded the names here. You can see Mike Henry has now, stepped down from his role. He is now, of course, I do want to say he is still playing characters on Family Guy and on American Dad. He plays a character named Dick, I believe. He plays Dick on American Dad. It's one of Stan's coworkers there. So yeah, he does play a couple characters here and there off to the side, but he doesn't really have another mainstay role like Cleveland, of course. So Mike Henry kind of just stepped down here. I'm going to talk about that. And the person who took him over, or who is now playing Cleveland, is Arif Zahir, who is actually a YouTuber, and he's a very popular YouTuber, very, very popular. 6.86 million subscribers, and his YouTube name is Azarez, if you wanted to subscribe to this fellow right here. And I am going to watch this video. He says, hey, it's me, the new Cleveland. Family Guy premieres September 26th. So I missed out on this. I wasn't able to do this video on the premiere, but, hey, I'll do it now. I didn't really see anybody talking about this, so I thought I would talk about it. Why not? It's a cartoon channel, cartoon news channel. Might as well, right? If nobody else is talking about it, perfect time to jump in there. But let's go back to this article here. So what are we talking about? We're talking about, did Cleveland live up to his expectations? I'm going to talk about my thoughts on, Mike stepping down and just give you a quick recap on what happened here. So basically the situation is that the Black Lives Matter protests, as you might know, in 2020 got out of control in America. And obviously, I'm in Canada, so even here, there was protesters in my own town. A couple of them. There wasn't that many, but yeah, there was a couple protesters, and it got out of hand all across the world. In my opinion, it got out of hand. People were burning buildings in America. It was very crazy. I think it was Antifa and a whole bunch of people. They were it got out of control. Anyways. So what happened is that there was a huge backlash. I almost said blacklash. No, backlash. There was a huge backlash on all kinds of, the way that African Americans were treated. And so a bunch of people started to gang up on white voice actors who played roles of people of color. And one of these people, of course, is Mike Henry. And another one, of course, was, what was his name? Harry Shearer as Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons. That was another guy, white guy that played a black role. So a lot of these Twitter people who were very, very loud. I feel like they got peer pressured. I feel like the company, if these people didn't step down, I think that they would have been those people on Twitter would have then targeted Disney and Fox and whatever, all these companies, right, that had this, and just attack them. And they would have just attacked them until they just fired them. Or I don't know. I feel like them stepping down was kind of like a soft way of saying they were going to be fired. Maybe. What's your guys' opinion? Do you think Disney would have fired? Maybe not. I don't think so. Maybe they wouldn't have fired them, but maybe they would have written off the character. They might have written off the character. That could have been it too. But yeah, so big backlash. They caved into the pressure. They caved into the social justice warriors. And it's not something I'm happy about at all. When you're a voice actor or a voice actress, you're playing a role about some, actors. They play roles. They play roles of people that they aren't, like you look at Adventure Time and you have John DiMaggio as Jake the dog. he's playing a dog. Like, it's like he's not a real in real life. He's not a dog. He's a human, but he's playing a dog with like alien backstory and these stretchy powers. He also does Bender too. He does a robot. You see what I'm saying? They don't have real, like, oh God, don't give them any ideas. They'll start making robots to play robots in TV shows. Yeah, I could see the woke crowd, the woke left going bananas. In the future, we'll have androids, and the androids will want rights and whatever. And they're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna replace any human that's playing a robot character can no longer do that. This is where it leads to. This is where it absolutely leads to. You start caving in here, it starts going. It starts moving in that direction, guys. So, but yeah. So, anyways, it's finally happened. So, I feel like I talked enough about that. So we got the season 20 premiere. I actually watched it. I thought it was not a great episode. I thought it was a terrible episode, honestly. I guess it was funny that they kind of made fun of Ellen. They called her like Helen. They made a parody of Ellen called Helen Disingenuous, which is like the Ellen DeGeneres show, right? But yeah, I thought the episode was very cliche. It was one of those ones where like a Family Guy character gets an injury and then a couple days later, the injury just goes away. So now they're in a lie. They have to go on like live television and, proclaim to the world, I was actually cured. I apologize for lying, blah, blah, blah. So that's what happens. It says LASIK, so that's exactly what happens. Lois gets laser eye surgery from Dr. Hartman. It goes wrong. She's blind. She starts a foundation. And then, the exact cliche thing that you expected to happen happens, where she gets her vision back. It's Family Guy. They always return to the status quo, right? So very cliche story. I feel like I've seen it dozens of times. Simpsons, I think South Park even did something like this a couple times. Very cliche story. But the main thing was that in the last couple minutes of the episode, they do a cutaway to Cleveland. And we actually get to hear Arif Zahir for the first time as Cleveland Brown. And I think he delivered. I think he did. I really do. I think he delivered as Cleveland. He sounded very similar. Now, did he, obviously you can never replace the original. Did he sound exact, to a T, to 100% T? No, but he delivered enough. I was impressed. It was very similar. I would say it's like a 90, a 95 out of 100 on how close he sounded to the original Cleveland Mike Henry. So this was a great casting. And I have to say, now that I've heard Cleveland, now that I've heard Arif Zahir as Cleveland, I actually also watched The Simpsons. And I heard Kevin Michael Richardson replace Harry Shearer, and I think that his Dr. Hibbert is terrible. I'm not joking. Okay. So if you guys have seen this episode of Family Guy, what was it called again? Something LASIK. Hold on a second here. What was it? LASIK Instinct. If you guys have watched the episode already, and you've heard the I'm actually going to play it for you too. Luckily here, Arif, in his YouTube video, he has the part in the clip where he does the voice. He actually does the voice. So we're going to listen in on that. And yeah, so go back and watch the Simpsons episode where Kevin Michael Richardson replaces Harry Shearer as Dr. Hibbert. And I think his laugh, one of the things about Dr. Hibbert is he has that laugh where it's like, I'm not the best at it, but you guys know he has that sort of Dr. Hibbert laugh. I think Kevin Michael Richardson does a terrible job. He was miscast, absolutely miscast. He does not sound anything like Dr. Hibbert. It's not a great look. After seeing this Cleveland be so clean, this is a clean replacement. This is not a clean replacement. Dr. Hibbert, Kevin Michael Richardson. I think they should have shopped around a bit before they settled on him. He doesn't do a good, in my opinion. Maybe you're watching this and maybe you're like, it's fine. No, is it really though? I don't know. He doesn't sound that great. And it's like after seeing Family Guy find somebody who's like a dead ringer, it's like, yeah. But I guess the best thing to come out of this is that more people got jobs and the characters weren't written off the show. I think, if Cleveland and Dr. Hibbert were written off Family Guy and The Simpsons, you kind of lose a little bit of, you lose a little bit of something along the way there. Less characters to make stories around, and how could you write Cleveland off with the Cleveland show, right? All the Cleveland show characters. I don't know. It feels weird to write Cleveland off of all the characters. That would be so terrible. But Simpsons, they did write Apu off, right? There was that big controversy where it was like the problem with Apu or whatever. So yeah, I wasn't a fan that they've written Apu off. Maybe they'll bring Apu back with like an Indian actor, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But so yeah, I definitely want to say that yes. What was his name again? Arif. Arif was a really good replacement for Mike Henry. Again, I still think it's sad that we're at the point where we have to step down because some social justice warriors are screeching like animals on Twitter. Like that's what we're at. That's where we're at now. And what about all the black people playing white roles? Do you think they're going to step down? No, of course they're not. But it's like, do you think there's even people on Twitter screeching about that? I don't think so. But yeah, so it's a little disappointing that this entire charade had to happen here, where it's like, the whole thing goes. It feels unnecessary. It feels unnecessary, but they stepped down, so I guess we gotta go forward here. We gotta move forward. It was their choice to step down, unless of course they just said that they were stepping down, and it was actually the companies behind the scenes that told them to step down, or else we don't know, and we'll never know unless they say something. But yeah, so let's watch a video from Arif, and I just want you guys to hear Cleveland. This is what Cleveland sounds like now, and it's very good. It's a very good voice. So here we go. So we're on Azarez, which is his YouTube channel, like I said earlier, and I'm going to flip the video because I don't want to get copyright claimed here. And let's keep going here. Let's go.
Oh my God, I still can't believe they wore each other's underwear. Hey, it's me, Cleveland Brown.
There he is.
The new voice of Cleveland Brown. Hey everyone, I'm Arif Zahir, and I'm really excited to be here.
Arif Zahir. Okay, I've been saying his name a little bit wrong.
Around high school, fell in love with Family Guy, and whenever the teacher left the classroom, every kid would look at me and go, do the Family Guy voices, do the Family Guy voices.
I sentence you to pay your roommate back for his dog food.
That was the new LASIK Instinct episode. This is the clip. He's in there for about 30 seconds, I guess less than 30. It was a very short clip. It's basically this clip right here. So listen to this clip. I'm actually going to turn the volume all the way up so you guys can hear it one more time. So this is the new Cleveland, and it sounds like Cleveland, so I'm happy. I'm really happy. Again, I'm very mixed on the whole situation. I'm happy that Cleveland gets to be in the show. I'm happy that they actually got a voice actor that sounds like Cleveland. But, where does this lead us in the future if we can't have people who aren't the actual background? They basically said you can't play a role unless you're that actual, that sort of race. If you're a white person, you can't play a black person, or you can't play an Indian person. If you're a black person, maybe in the future we get to a point where it's like you can't play a white character, and we just get voice actor segregation. Is that where we're heading towards? It's very terrible. So let's hear that Cleveland one more time here. This is the new Cleveland. Arif, I forgot his last name. Zahirif. I don't know. Whatever. Here he is. Here's the YouTuber guy with 6 million, almost 7 million subscribers. This is the new Cleveland. Have a listen.
Family Guy voices.
I sentence you to pay your roommate back for his dog food.
I was approached via email. They had asked me.
So yeah, guys, very, very, very close to the original, right? Very close. I like I said, 9 out of 10. I give it 9 out of 10. It's so close. It's not funny. Maybe 9.5, 95 out of 100. It's that close. So very good. But let's finish up this video, and then I'm gonna end up shop here. Okay.
me to audition because they saw my videos on YouTube. Of course I did, and I think after getting cast, I brought it to a level where I never had it before. A lot of my fans on YouTube are very supportive, and I'm so thankful. We came on this journey together, and just want to say, guys, we did it. We're here.
Thanks, Peter. Tonight, me and Donna are gonna celebrate romantically.
When the premiere happens, I'm definitely going to have a giant
Yeah, he's
party with
good.
my friends. I'm so ecstatic for the future. I hope you are too. Can't wait for you to see it.
So yeah, he seems happy. You know, he looks happy. I like the energy here. And again, I've given my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on the whole situation. Do you guys think that we're heading towards dangerous territory where, like, you know, the Twitter mob is forcing people who aren't? You basically can't play roles that you're not. It's very dangerous, in my opinion. Voice actor segregation. That's where we're heading towards with this shit. And but you know, again, I like the energy. I like the voice. The voice sounds very similar. And I guess this is the future now. This is just the future now. But I do want to hear your guys' comments on it. I do think that his voice is great. So I'll end on that. I'll give him a like. There we go. There's no bad blood here. I'll give him a like. I enjoyed his voice. Do I enjoy Mike Henry more? He's the original. Of course, I enjoy Mike Henry's voice more. That's the voice I grew up with as a kid, right? Watching Family Guy. So of course, I Mike Henry is the original. I also did look on the episode, the LASIK Instinct episode at the end. Mike Henry played a voice in that episode, so I noticed his name was in the credits for sure. So it's great to see that Mike still has a job. You know, he's still with Family Guy. Great to see. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I feel like this is going to be a very, maybe it's polar. Maybe people will just agree and just get out of the comment section. I want to hear your guys' like honest thoughts though. Don't just say like one word. I want to hear what you guys have to say. You know, is this dangerous for the future of voice acting? Do you guys think his voice is good? I think his voice is good. I think his voice is like a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Very good voice replacement here. And as for oh yeah, don't forget to tell me your thoughts on Kevin Michael Richardson as Dr. Hibbert. I still think he's terrible. I don't think he does a good Dr. Hibbert. That's just my opinion. Once again, I want to hear your opinion. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and that's it from me. Peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.